And it's a day shaping up to be a perfect day. Now, we all have our own ideas of what constitutes the perfect day. In fact, last night I took to Twitter and asked you to describe your perfect day, your PD. And it's been a real mixed bag. Jonathan says his perfect day will be taking part in a ride-along with the US Drug Enforcement Agency as they raid crack houses in South Central LA. That sounds very exciting. He goes on to say, it sounds very exciting, but it's a sobering reminder of how fortunate we are not to have fallen through the cracks so that we now seek solace in hard drugs. Making me feel guilty about someone else's drug problem. South Central LA. Is it South LA or Central LA? Hamish on the Wirral says, my PD, fry up for breakfast, fish and chip lunch, the British Grand Prix and a curry in the evening. That's what I'm talking about. South Central LA. Paul in Enfield says, crisps and wanking. Marcus in Feltham says his perfect day would be a day of two halves. A morning at the Chelsea Flowers Show, enjoying gardening and cake with his mum, who's just turned 80. And in the afternoon, he says he would hunt paedophiles by posing online as a teenage girl, arranging to meet in a park before bundling the guy into a van for a jolly good hiding. I prefer mornings. Howard in London says his perfect day will be the Feast of Fools, a medieval festival where masters swap places with their servants for the day and must obey their every whim. He adds that he works as an equerry at Clarence House, and the idea of His Royal Highness Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, waiting on him, he thinks is quite wonderful. It does sound rather cheeky. Would you like a gin and tonic, sir? Yes, please, Charles. Well, don't just stand there. Go and get it. Make a good TV series. Probably already done it on Channel 5. Been and gone. There's some fucking shit on TV these days. Esther, who writes in block caps, says her perfect day would be yodeling in the Swiss Alps. She says she yodels whenever she can, but as a resident of an assisted living facility in the middle of Leeds, her yodeling has made her more than a few enemies. One here from a listener in Myanmar, would you believe, who says she'd like to spend a day in the West where freedom is taken for granted so she can experience a day free from the tyranny of an oppressive regime. She would simply walk to the sea and breathe freely, surrounded by the loved ones she hasn't seen for over 10 years. Together, they would watch the sun go down over a land where citizens can go about their lives without fear. Yeah, that's fair enough. I was looking for ones that were a bit more fun. That was all prompted, by the way, when my friend Nathan played me a song I've not heard for a while.